The love of God is greater far than tongue or pen can ever tell. It goes beyond the highest star and reaches to the lowest hell. The guilty pair bowed down with care. God gave His Son to win His erring child. He reconciled and pardoned from his sin. Oh, love of God, how rich and pure, how measureless and strong, it shall forevermore endure the saints and angels' song. Could we with ink the ocean fill, and were the skies of parchment made, were every stalk on earth a quill, and every man a scribe by trade, to write the love of God above, would drain the ocean dry, nor could the scroll contain the whole, though stretched from sky to sky. God, how rich and pure, how measureless and strong, it shall forevermore endure the saints and angels' song, the saints and angels' song.
Hi, my name is Rosemary Siemens, and thank you so much for helping me bring back the hymns. Welcome to this week's episode of Sunday Hymn Serenade, where I share a new hymn video every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful hymn, The Love of God. It was actually a request from someone on YouTube and on Instagram, so thank you for those requests. Keep them coming, and I hope this was a blessing to everyone that heard it. The Love of God was written in 1917 by Frederick M. Lehman. And at the time that he was writing this song, Lehman was a California businessman who had recently lost everything in some business deals gone wrong. He was working long days of manual labor in a Pasadena packing house, packing oranges and lemons into wooden crates, trying to get back on his feet. One Sunday, he was so moved by a Sunday sermon on the love of God that he had trouble going to sleep. The next morning, he began jotting down lyrics on scrap pieces of paper and broken crates while he was working. When he got home that evening, he began putting together the melody on his piano. Lehman quickly penned 2 verses, but songs in those days were considered incomplete without at least 3 stanzas. As he struggled to find a 3rd verse, he remembered a poem someone had given him years before. He had kept the poem on a card used as a bookmark. At the bottom of the card, Lehman found this written. These words were found written on a cell in a prison some 200 years ago. It is not known why the prisoner was incarcerated. Neither is it known if the words were original, or if he had heard them somewhere and had decided to put them in a place where he could be reminded of the greatness of God's love. Whatever the circumstances, he wrote them on the wall of his prison cell. In due time, he died, and the men who had the job of repainting his cell were impressed by the words. Before their paintbrushes had obliterated them, one of the men jotted them down, and thus they were preserved. Amazingly, the poem Layman found fit the melody he had just written, and he had found his third verse. Those words were, "Could we with ink the ocean fill, and were the skies of parchment made, were every stalk on earth a quill, and every man a scribe by trade, to write the love of God above would drain the ocean dry, nor could the scroll contain the whole, though stretched from sky to sky." Isn't it absolutely incredible how those words were preserved in that prison cell and how they fit perfectly with this song about the love of God? I pray this song was a blessing to you, and I hope that you felt the love of God through this hymn. If it was a blessing, please do share it with a friend in hopes that it blesses them as well. If you don't want to miss any of our hymn videos, just click the link right over here and join our Sunday Hymn Serenade email list. We will make sure that each one of our Sunday Hymn Serenades gets sent directly to your email inbox. And if you haven't already, please do check out our Wednesday videos. We share a new lyric video with a beautiful scene every Wednesday. Click here for the latest video. If you would like to partner with us in our musical ministry, you can do so now on Patreon. The link is right over here. For a low monthly amount, we will send you our weekly MP3s of each Sunday Hymn Serenade along with our Sunday Hymn Serenade CD. And if that's not the right fit for you, you can also donate via PayPal. The link is right over here. I want to thank you all so much for your support. And it's so much fun chatting with you live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Last week we had people from Dubai, from Holland, from South Africa, from all over the world. And it is so awesome getting to know the people that love the hymns. So please do join us live. And if not, catch the show later. And I love hearing from you. I love hearing where you're from and how these hymns are touching your lives. The stories inspire me from week to week. So thank you so much. Tune in every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern for a new hymn video on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Sunday, and thank you so much for helping me bring back the hymns.